my topics are, kind of directed at the workforce. Do you get my point? Yeah. Sometimes my topic are actually, tailored to suit people at work. But I do understand that, at mid morning, it's actually work time proper. All right. This is the time when people are already at work. Y'all are busy, while trying to listen to the radio on the low. And some people might still be at home at this time because we do different different kinds of businesses. Some people may not even be actively engaged with work right now because they don't have a job yet. Some are victims of the ASU strike, so they are currently at home. And the radio is like, something that helps to take their minds off that harsh reality. Sometimes you can just listen to the radio, listen to some exciting programs, listen to some great music, and your mood is lifted, you're distracted at least for a bit, But we're here round the clock, so it's a good thing to have you join us. And of course, some other people are managing their personal businesses, and they could just turn up the radio. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in right now. Super FM 93.3. My name is Ijoma Mbama. You can call me IJ Sugar, and that's because I'm sweet like that. So here with all the sweetness for today as well. All right, so Sugar, today is Thursday. It's Thursday, baby, the 18th day of August 2022. And generally, it's Throwback Day, so you could also reminisce on some awesome stuff. Yes, I urge you to think about good things that put a smile on your face. Deliberately make a move to just be happy, to feel good. And that's because you have only one life to live, all right? And life is normal this way. There are ups and downs. It may not be rosy all the time, and it definitely would not be bad all the time. So just in case you're dealing with difficult stuff, well, honey, it's temporary, and you can deliberately choose to feel great and just knowing that God's got you. All right, you're in control, so stay in charge. All right, moving away from that right now, we're streaming live, okay? Join me on Facebook. We're streaming live at Super FM 93.3, okay? Super 93.3 FM. We're streaming live. You can see me there live and direct. All right, you could also participate on the show this morning on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Same handle, Super FM 93.3 or Super 93.3 FM. All right, you can participate. Drop your comments on Facebook already, because if you get to Facebook, you find a post there that talks about what we are looking at this morning on the show. Simply has to do with how long is too long to stay on a job. All right. Now, how long is too long to stay on a job? Okay, let me start this way. Say, for example, no, let me not start with the example. Now, in Nigeria, the retirement age is 65 years, all right? If you're working anywhere, it doesn't really matter when you started working there. Normally, in Nigeria, the retirement age is 65 years. Or if you had worked if you had been actively working for about 35 years, you're due for retirement. So just do the plus and minus. All right. So if you haven't worked up to 35 years in a certain, establishment or, the system, it's a system actually. But you're up to 65 years of age, you're due for retirement. And if you're not exactly up to 65 years of age, but you have put in 35 years active service, you're also due for retirement. That's just the way it works. So it's either you're 65 years of age or you have put in 35 years of active service, you're due for retirement and should get your retirement benefits, all right? Which includes your gratuity and your monthly pension, okay? So all of that is what is due you as a person who has served diligently to meet up these requirements. Now, that's basically... Now, it actually fits into, most of the sectors in the country. But when we streamline to, okay, first, and in the government sector, it seems very normal, all right, to actually put in 35 years working in the system, and it's cool. Now, one of the interesting things about putting in all of that number of years in that system is that at least there's room for Promotion. Yes, that's the word I was trying to remember. There's room for promotion. So if you start at a particular level, it just keeps increasing. It keeps increasing. So the job gets better. You have more experiences, all right, more exposure. Depending on the nature of your job, you might even be posted to other states to gather other experiences in other states. All right, cultural experiences, environmental experiences, experiences on the job. You're learning new stuff, and you have people under you that you're grooming. So it just makes it more exciting, all right, and more interesting as the years go by. So it doesn't become boring. But let us take it down to the private sector now. All right, a situation where, a situation where a person is on a job. Let us just assume, because I'm an OAP, so let's use an OAP for example. So let's just assume a person is working as an OAP. You started working as an OAP, say 10 years ago in a particular company. All right. Should I say 10? Okay, yeah, 10 at least. 10 years ago in a particular company. And you started as an OAP in that company, in the private sector now. And 10 years later, you're still an OAP in the same position. You've never headed the department. You're not even made the, okay, I wanted to say head of station, but you've not even headed the department. How much more would you now, head that branch or something? So in some cases, some people's situation is like that. And then you find out that they have spent, say, 10 years, 15 years working for a particular company. While there are people who actually consider putting in, they could have a plan for themselves from the first day working to a company. They could say, well, after 2 years or after 5 years, I'm going to have to move to another state. And when I put in 3 years in this state, I'd like to start something personal for myself. So they give themselves a time. They want to work for other people and then decide to retire from working for other people and start their personal businesses. You see? You get that, right? All right. But then let me ask you, at this point, because not too long ago, I saw an article, okay, and she also made a video, an OAP here in Port Harcourt, who talked about having an exit plan from the first day you step into an organization. All right. So according to her, she said from the first day she starts working, she learns this over time. It had never always been her plan. Good. So she learns this over time that once you start working anywhere, have an exit plan, honey. Start planning already. Okay. So there are other things I could look into, in this matter. But as we start talking, we'll dig into all this stuff as well, as it concerns this. But let me make this open to you right now. So I don't know how long. Probably you're working for somebody now, all right? I don't know if you have a plan of doing something for yourself. I don't know how long you intend to, work in that particular place. I don't know if you have plans of doing other stuff for yourself. Maybe you plan to work for somebody the rest of your life. Maybe you plan to stay in a particular position the rest of your life. Or maybe you do plan to grow. And if that environment is not giving you the opportunity to grow, perhaps you would like to make plans for yourself to grow as well. You get what I'm talking about. So basically, how long is too long to stay in a particular company, working in a particular position? How long is too long for you? All right. Would you say 2 years is okay? 3 years is okay? Or for some people, they could stay in a particular place 15 years. Maybe you've been a teacher for the past 15 years, teaching primary 2, and you've just been in that level. You have never changed. You have never improved from there. There has been no promotion, no anything. Doesn't that seem like an error to you? Okay, so do share with me how long you think is too long to stay in a particular job in a particular place. All right, I'd like to get your opinion on this. Call me up on 0705 079 1021. Perhaps you have personal experiences as well. I'd like you to share with us. Did you get to any point where you felt like, okay, you had to stop right here. You need to do something for yourself. You need to move on. For a person who has moved from one job to another job, what informs your decision to decide that it's time to move from this place to another place? or from this job to another job? Is it because you had put in, say, 10 years, 6 years, 5 years, and you felt it was time to just move, or you felt you needed more challenge in your field? All right. So if you've ever moved from one job to another job, what informed your decision to move from that job to another job? And plus, how long have you stayed on the job that you're doing right now? And are you fulfilled staying on that job for this long? I don't know how long, but you're going to have to tell me when you call me up. So let me call out the numbers: 0705 079 1021. Okay, 0705 079 1021. The other number to call is 081 174 31021. That is 081 174 31021. And to do me in SMS, okay, looks like the SMS is not going to work for this morning. I'll have to fix that. But of course, you can drop me messages on Facebook at Super 93.3 FM, Super 93.3 FM. Drop messages for me on Facebook. You can also drop messages on the Super FM Global app. If you happen to be listening via the Super FM Global app, download the app if you don't have it. Follow us on all of our social media platforms at Super FM 93.3 if you haven't. Okay, connect with us. Good morning.
Hello, golden voice.
Ken Billions.
Sugar. How are you doing?
I'm good, Ken Billions. Welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
I thank God, my dear. I thank God.
That's
Although
good.
you are yet to prove to me you are caring.
I'm yet to prove to you that I'm caring.
Honestly.
I need someone to care for me right now, actually. If you know my condition right now, you'll be sending me truckloads of care every day. I'm not kidding. You're laughing.
Condition, what do you mean by that? You never discuss it. You never discuss it.
Check Google. Check Google will tell you how far.
It's not true.
I'm serious. Come on,
don't say that. You expected me to say that before you said that. So it means you are not serious now.
Okay then, no problems.
Thank you. Anyway, for me, the subject matter,
yeah,
it depends. Depends the way you are working from, okay? It depends. Right. If you are working in a public, in a private organization, okay? Which I have issue with the private something, unless it's your own. I have issue with that.
Unless it's my own. What do you know about my own?
No, I say no. It's not what I mean. I say unless the private something belongs to the person.
Okay, belongs to you.
Mean.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. Okay.
Yeah, I get you.
So because me, if I'm going to settle down with a woman that is in the private organization, if I'm well committed to the person, I think with my connection, I will make sure that person moves to the in a public sector, which it can be guaranteed. But
so what problem do you have with the private sector?
Anyway, so many of them, the income, the monthly salary is not even something to go by. And they work extra. They work more than they work more than the bankers. No chance. So, but if you are working in an organization, the private sector that pays well, you can work as many as you want if you know the money is something to go by. Because the worst is to work like a lion. You suffer yourself. You don't have rest because of the nature of your work on Sunday, Saturday. You don't even get to take care of your children, to know their well-being, and at the end of the month, the money is high, and you are not promoting like the scenario you painted about the teachers of a team. There are some I knew. They are well educated. Their qualification is to the international standard. But due to unemployment, they say let them start from teacher. But they end up ending there. For over 20 years, they have teaching kindergarten, If you see the profile of these people, so sometimes I think whether it's juju or whatever. So I think
sometimes you think it's juju. Did you just say juju?
Honestly, no. What do you want me to say? Now somebody that is well stand, but is managing primary school, private. How much are they paying you? Somebody that have to work in a very big firm. If it's a very big one, it's way to go. They can work 20, 30 years without feeling it. By then, you decided your body cannot carry you. You can establish your own business. You are good to go. God bless you. Let me take a bow.
All right, and thank you so much. Thank you. And these are some of the issues anyway. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, I'm Jessica.
Morning, honey. What's your name?
My name is I'm calling from Abia State.
Okay. All right, then. Talk to me.
This is my first time of calling.
Welcome to the family. Good to have you contribute today.
Thank you. What I'm trying to say in this issue is that, as for me, I can't work in a private sector for over 2 years.
For over 2 years?
I will only work in 1 year. Then I'll go and open my own business because I love business.
Oh, wow. Okay, so for that reason, at most 1 year, you're done. So right now, are you working anywhere right now?
No, I'm doing my own business right now.
Oh, wow. I'm happy for you. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, then. And, that's it actually for some people. They would rather start their own businesses, manage their own thing, and know it's their own thing. But, if you're starting your own business, there are other factors, or there are factors you need to consider, all right, in terms of managing your own business, because the management is the main thing there, especially for a sole proprietorship. That's a business owned by one person. When it's run by one person, it's kind of the risk is higher, okay? Because if you take wrong steps, everything could just go down. All right? So that's one thing about the sole proprietorship kind of business, a business that is owned by one person and all the decisions are made by one person, okay? The risks are taken by one person, investments are made by one person and all of that. But it's a great move because at the end of the day, not a lot of people will be comfortable working for somebody the rest of their lives. Like you have put in 30 years working in one company, in the same company. You see, in the same company. Let me quickly cite something before I get back to the phone lines. Like, if you do have a CV, for people who do have CVs, okay, like you're educated and you do have your CV, you're using that to apply for jobs. Now, spending a good amount of time, say up to 5-6 years in an establishment, in a single establishment, actually paints a good picture of you, all right, to people who want to employ you when you present your CV. Or you say you have put in 10 years doing the same thing. Now, it paints a picture of professionalism and expertise on your part because they look at you and feel like you have 10 years working experience on this. It simply means you should be a guru in that thing. But if in your CV, it shows that you put in less than a year, all right, in a particular company and you leave and then you do the same thing in different other places, they might want to think there's a problem with you. Are you getting me? They may want to think there's a problem with you. Like, why are you? In fact, if I was to interview you, I would definitely ask you that question. Why do you seem to always leave an establishment before 1 year? Is there a problem with you? Because I could be thinking maybe you're difficult to handle or manage or to work with. I think that's the right term. I could be thinking maybe you're difficult to work with, and that's the reason you're always running. It could look like, okay, let me take out the word running. And that's the reason you're always leaving an establishment to another establishment. So how do I know if you will stay with me if I employ you? But if you've put in 5, 6, 7, 10 years somewhere else, as much as it looks like you've put in a lot of time, to me who is employing you, it gives me a good rating, on your side, because I feel like, okay, this person is reliable. This person, can be maybe trusted to be here and could be very useful to me. This person is well experienced in this particular field. So yes, I think we could be good to go. Do you get that? But anyway, how long do you think is too long to spend in a particular place, doing a particular job at, a particular time? How long do you think is too long? For you, is it 1 year, 2 years, 3, 4, 5, 15 years? Some people do that even the rest of their lives, working in one place. Do you think it makes them lazy? I mean, who wouldn't want more? Why stay in a particular place doing the same job for the past 20 years? Whew. All right, talk to me. Talk to me. Let me just repeat the numbers one more time so that if you're just joining me, you can actually connect. All right. 0705 079 1021 0705 079 1021 or 081 174 31021. That is 081 174 31021. Drop messages on Facebook as well. I'm going to take them. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Welcome. What's your name?
My name is Sohun. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Okay, then. Talk to me.
Let me take you from the last thing you said. If somebody is working 1 year, you leave, or 2 years, you go another establishment. If you go to another, they will be asking questions. Yes. An engineer from Germany, a German citizen came to Port Harcourt and told me this something. He said in Germany, if you do all those things, change jobs, within 3 or 4 times maximum, it's very difficult for you to get a job in Germany. Because your data and statistics is known. It shows so many, it defines, it says so many negative things about you.
About the person.
Yes, the company can't trust you, you're not consistent, whatever reason at all. For example, in Nigeria here, people change jobs anyhow because of welfare. Somebody has gotten information that paying better there.
Yeah.
So he said in Germany, if you do it, you will see 3 times maximum. It's very difficult for you to get a job any other place. Because there they have statistics. It's a civilized society, they know.
Yeah.
So it will be very difficult. Because he was telling me that because I went to meet him in a hotel in Port Harcourt. He said he's very conversant with Nigeria. He has been to Lagos and Warri. So when he arrived Lagos, I think Lagos or Warri, he was asking about the people he met at the workshop. He couldn't find them. He asked what happened. He said they have changed jobs.
Just like that.
And he said he has been experiencing that in Nigeria every time he comes.
Oh, wow.
That in Germany, if you try that 3 times maximum, it's very difficult for you to get job in an establishment. So, but people do that here because of poor welfare and remuneration, bad leadership and all the politics and sentiment. But for me, if I work in like establishment like multinationals,
Yeah.
I don't have to see any reason because being consistent exposes you to a lot of things. Most of them have worked in different forums, like those who work in the multinational oil companies that we have here. That's the major companies we have within our surrounding here. Most of them have a lot of it. I've been trying with the base of their work, exposure and everything. The exposure is very normal. So to me, if I have a good job in a multinational, I don't have to see any reason changing, running from one place to the other, this and that. I don't maybe personally I want to resign and start something on my own terms. I don't really see anything wrong with any need for that.
Okay. Okay, so there's no amount of years you put in a place, in a particular job that you think might be too long for you, as long as you're good there.
It's not. As far as it's good and you are having enough experience, let's not maybe on your own volition. Maybe you think, okay, let me go to this establishment. There is a knowledge gap I want to get there, which where I am now is not offering me. But outside that, I don't really see this jumping, and this is what happens also in Nigerian politics. Because we don't have ideology, we don't live in ideology, career-wise, and focus, and become an expert. An authority in a particular field of prison. So people jump from one place to the other, this and that, and then those kind of stuff is fraud. They commit crime here, you see them, they run here because they have to get out of the party,
Yeah, that
so
happens.
there's this inconsistency in Nigerian system. That is just it.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Very valuable contribution right there. So sometimes certain things may not be too good, even for our reputation. But then it's the system, in the country. He used Germany as an example, and I'm not going to compare the system in Germany with the system here in Nigeria, because you see sometimes people leave jobs because they're being owed salaries are not coming in, there's management problems, all right, and things just don't go down well. You're not happy at that job, you go to work depressed, you leave the office depressed, and you don't know how long you can put up with that. The job is no longer meeting your needs, or perhaps you don't even have, everything still boils down to managerial issues, because you may not even have the needed environment and resources, all right, to be as productive as you need to be. But then there's pressure on you to be productive. It's like giving you a job to do, and you know you don't have the tools to carry out that job effectively, but they still want to see results. So all of that pressure, leads to depression and a lot of other stuff, and people just tend to leave and leave and leave. People, in fact, there are establishments where some people don't even stay up to 3 months and they just leave. You see new people every time you go there, all right? And it just tells you there's a problem with the structure of that establishment. Yeah, because if there's a company like that where people keep running away, they're not able to stay up to 1 year, they keep running away, you employ new people because, people need jobs, but they come, see what other people saw and run away, they also run away. It simply means there's a problem with the system and it has to be checked. All right, basically. Well, let's keep moving. How long is too long for you to stay on a particular job in a particular place without improving, without you moving forward, or without you being promoted? Okay, how long is too long for you to put in a place? And for you, what's the longest you have worked in a particular place, in a particular position before you decided to move? What informed your decision to move as well? Let's talk about it. Okay, I missed that. Good morning. Hello, are you there? Hello, good morning. Okay, Ken Billions. Though it's breaking. Yeah, but it's breaking kind of. I guess it's just a network thing. I can hear you. Oh, Ken Billions. Okay, talk. Oh, wow. Please, you'd have to call me back. Please do try to call me back, Ken Billions. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, honey. What's your name?
My name is Wisdom.
Oh, Jerry, Wisdom. How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Good.
I want to say something about your number.
Okay.
That's 070. Anytime I try to call that number, they like saying user busy every time. That yesterday that if people were doing airtime promo giveaway, I tried calling the number. They say user busy. I called. And that's how I missed my opportunity.
Chai, you will not miss your opportunity in Jesus' name. Amen. Sorry, honey. It actually wasn't deliberate, all right? It's you busy because it's actually busy. Okay, let's do it this way. What's the 4 last digits of your number? Let me give you airtime from my own, by myself.
The last digit of my number.
The last 4.
1149.
1149. Okay, do you know what you're going to do? Send me an SMS to this number. I want to call out to you now. All right? With your number, okay?
Okay.
So I can send you airtime. All right, send an SMS to 0703 879
Okay.
9060. 0703 879 9060.
Okay. Thank you very much. God bless you.
You're welcome, Sugar. God bless you too. All right. So he doesn't have to keep thinking about that since yesterday. All right, moving away from that right now, let's get back to what we're talking about this morning. Talking about how long is, too long to stay in a particular job. And, I'm asking this question. We have been looking at this from different angles, actually. Sometimes you find a person who has been doing a particular job, for a long time, in the same place, in the same position, not doing anything extra, all right? Not even trying to go out there and seek for something more challenging or see if there can be an opportunity to do more, but they just stay in a particular position. In fact, I just remember something right now. The system in this country sometimes. Do you know there are places where people are employed, all right, in a particular position now? And there was a promise to increase salaries after 6 months in that same position. But after 6 months, they decided to cut down on the staff, cut down on people's salaries, and then people still stay in that job. See, we are talking about even improving, but they are going down, and they still keep people in those same positions. And then you find people who are still there. They are not leaving. Now, when that happens, are these people expected to leave? All right. But you find some people leave and some people choose to stay. For the ones who stay, they're humans like you and I anyway. And, I'm just wondering as we are talking about all of this today, because it's all encompassing. You're staying in a job, you're not growing. They're even cutting down on your salaries that they are supposed to be increasing. And when management makes such decisions, there are good reasons. Should I say good reasons? But there are reasons for that. And it could simply mean that they're not able to break even at least, or even make profits to be able to increase your salaries, because the salaries will not come from the sand. It has to be from how much is being generated by the company at the end of the day. Do you understand me? So everything still boils down to management. Like I said, still management and the system that we're practicing in this country. But for people like that who now choose to just stay there, do you think they are being lazy? Or you feel maybe they are just really comfortable, they don't have problems, so that's why they are staying there? Maybe if you have responsibilities enough, you'd want more. You'd want to take up the challenge, even if you're not sure what's in front of you or what's not in front of you. But how long is too long to stay on a particular job? Can you actually stay in a job for too long? Talk to me. I'll repeat the phone number soon. Good morning.
Yes.
Yes, you're welcome. Yeah, what's your name? All right, I think I missed that. Do drop messages for me on Facebook as we look at rounding off already. You can call me up on 0705 079 1021. How long have you stayed in a particular job? Like, what's the longest you have spent doing a particular job in a particular place? You all know I've moved from somewhere to this place, right? All right, so I know people actually move, and we already stated some of the factors that could encourage a person to move from one place to another place already. All right, but how long have you spent in a particular job in a particular place? What informed your decision to move? I like us to make it personal. I'm repeating the numbers. 081 174 31021, 081 174 31021, or 0705 079 1021. That is 0705 079 1021. Good morning. Hello, good morning. All right, please do try to call back that number. I think just a little bit of network difficulty there. Good morning. Hello, are you there? Oh, and I can't take the SMS for now. I really cannot take SMSs for this morning at this time. So that's the reason I just have to stick to the phone calls. I was playing right there, but that's the reason anyway. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Wow. Good morning. Okay. All right. Wise Man on Facebook says, good morning. Good morning, Wise Man. Meanwhile, we're also streaming live on Instagram, Super FM 93.3. Join me. Drop your comments on our live stream as well on Instagram. I'll take them. Good morning. You can also drop your comments on Facebook or use the Super FM Global app. Just in case there's a reason you're not able to connect with us, via your normal radio, your radio sets, you can connect with us online, either on Facebook or Twitter, or you can use the Super FM Global app, and you can be a part of all of the shows. Good morning. Okay, then. So if I'm not able, okay, let me do it this way. Let me give you some time to drop messages on Facebook. All right. That should make it a lot easier for us. Just go drop me a message online, or drop a message for me on Instagram at Super FM 93.3 so I can read them. Okay. So basically, let me add something to all that we have been talking about this morning. And if you're just joining us, it's the Super Mid-Morning Show on Super FM 93.3, rounding off already. And we've been talking about some workers who stay put at a single company for several years, even decades. All right, even decades. And we're asking today, is it a sign of loyalty or laziness? And I mean, do you expect that when a person has put in a certain amount of years doing a job in a particular company, do you expect them to want to move on to something bigger, something more challenging, or, at least maybe, setting up a personal business, which is also challenging? Yes, that's setting up your personal business is challenging in every perspective of the word, every aspect of the word, very challenging. But it's a great step to take for a lot of people, except you just want to remain in a particular sport the rest of your life. But like I also said while I was doing my introduction, sometimes staying in a particular sport may not really mean staying in a particular sport when you are growing in that company. Let's say you started as you started as a receptionist or a cleaner, and then gradually you became a receptionist, gradually you became something else, all right? And you just kept moving, and today you're the branch manager, okay? Tomorrow you become the regional manager, you become, as long as you're moving. So even if you're in a particular company for the past 20 years you've been there, if you are moving, if you are growing, if you are improving, if something is changing about your position and your money, the money that enters into your account, your remuneration, if all of this is getting fatter and changing with time over the years, then that's a beautiful thing. But if it's not changing and is rather retrogressing, then I'm asking you, what are you doing there? Yeah, what are you doing there? You're either useful to in fact, it's a two-way thing. You should be useful to the company and the company should be useful to you. So if that's not happening for you and you've been there 2 years, honey, it's time to move, if you ask me. I'm blunt. I'm sorry. I'm actually very blunt, as regarding most issues in life. I'm a very blunt person. I say it just the way it is. If you look at the company where you are right now, you don't feel useful to them. They don't feel useful. You don't think they are useful to you as well. Then, honey, you're not in the right place. You're probably not doing... That's just the truth. You could give it a little time. Give it 1 year. And if you're not still useful to that company, I think they might be getting tired of you as well. And so if it's a vice versa thing, you don't feel useful, you don't think they're useful to you as well, then please go and search for your calling somewhere else. All right, rounding off today, having said that, today happens to be... Never Give Up Day. Yes, it's Never Give Up Day, and it's Couples Day. It's World Never Give Up Day, and it's World Couples Day. So shout out to all the couples. Talking about staying in a particular place for too long as regards job. Well, marriage is something you never stay in for too long. I've deviated from the topic now because I'm rounding off with what today is about. Thursday, 18th August 2022. Today is Never Give Up Day, and it's International Couples Day as well. So I was saying, if you're a couple, that's a beautiful thing, and that's a place especially if you're married, that's a place you're not expected to graduate from. All right. So no matter what the circumstances are, both of you should try to make it work. And that's not by people practicing a master and slavery relationship. No, it's not about one person being the master. When they say two masters cannot run the ship, that's not what marriage is about. That's not what being a couple, all right, is about. Both of you are supposed to complement each other and not one person playing the master role while the other person is playing the servant role. It never works out. Don't do that. It never works out that way. So yeah, complement each other and put a smile on your partner's face today. And of course, like I said, it's Never Give Up Day. So as it relates to your job, it's Never Give Up Day. And as it relates to life generally, you know what that means already. Be determined to become better, to do better, and never give up. All right, guys, keep it locked here on Super FM 93.3. I have to go for a commercial break shortly after now, and the world news comes up at 12. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Super FM.
We know what you want and how you want it.
We are Super FM. Yeah!
Leaving the moment, tomorrow belongs to God.